Hi everybody, it's Honest John again. Yesterday I put up a video called No True Friend, and in it I bluntly pointed out the realities of the relationship between the United States and Israel. I've gotten some very strong reactions. He even got called a racist. Now, this ignores that in the past I have condemned the actions of Palestinian and Arab extremists, and I will continue to do that. But accusations of racism or anti-Semitism will not deter me from criticizing Israel. See, this is a typical tactic of the Israeli right. They don't want people looking too hard at the stuff they're doing. So any criticism, they just yell racism and anti-Semitism. Try to get the focus off the facts. Here's a fact. It was the Israeli right that assassinated Yitzhak Rabin when he was getting too close to possibly signing a peace deal with the Palestinians. And now those guys are running Israel. And then there are what are called facts on the ground. The Israeli settlements. All of them illegal. There are thousands of them, and every day they're building more. And every brick, every mortar, every nail, every blow of a hammer is a statement. It is a statement that we do not want peace with the Palestinians. It is a statement we are going to drive them off of what was once their land. Now, in the past, for example, Yasser Arafat was just not somebody that Israel was going to be able to negotiate peace with. The only thing he knew how to do was to be an insurgent. And he proved that by how bad he was at governing the Palestinian territories. But it's also a fact that a solution to the Palestinian-Israeli problem does exist. And everybody knows what it would look like. I'm not going to go into it here. But everybody knows what it would look like. And we don't know if Abu Abbas has enough courage to enter into a peace deal like that. We do know for sure that the Israeli leadership does not. And here's another point. The people who are so intransigent are sacrificing Israel's future. Israel is becoming very isolated in the Middle East. They spent years cultivating a decent relationship with Turkey. They had pretty good relations. But then they blundered and made a bunch of aggressive tactical errors, and now that relationship's in ruins. And the Arab Spring, even where it has not resulted in regime change, has made the leaders of Arab countries much more sensitive to the sentiments of their people. And there is a lot of anger throughout the Arab world at Israel that only reaching a peace deal is going to change. So even those other Arab countries, Egypt and Saudi Arabia, and a couple of others, ones that are our allies, They managed to reach accommodations with Israel, but they are feeling pressured to distance themselves from Israel. So as time goes by, Israel is going to find that nations that it once had fairly good relationships with are a lot less friendly. And you know what this has done? It's strengthened Iran. Iran is beginning to look pretty good to a lot of Arab people. Even though there's been a long history of really not trusting them and not liking them, Iran is fairly isolated in the Middle East. But let me tell you something. If Israel goes to war with Iran, there's going to be a lot of pressure on Arab leaders to join with Iran. Not to sit it out, which is what we would like. And the war, the next war in the Middle East, whether it's with Iran or with somebody else, is not going to be a 6-day affair. It's going to be long. It's going to be drawn out. It's going to kill a lot of people on both sides. I doubt that the Arabs can actually conquer the Israelis, but Israel can't conquer the whole Arab world either. So Israel's future really depends on achieving a final solution with the Palestinians. Unfortunately, for the Israeli right, a final solution for the Palestinians means the same thing as Hitler meant for the Jews. And let me tell you something right here. The United States of America is not a true friend of Israel. A true friend doesn't indulge the self-destructive whims of their friends. A true friend, remember, that's the guy that takes away the keys when you're drunk. And I've lost a lot of respect for Obama because he has allowed pressure from the Israeli lobby and political considerations to prevent him from acting in the best interests of the United States and of Israel. Right now, we are alienating our allies. And as I mentioned before, strengthening Iran. And it's making the possibility of war that much more inevitable. And that war, in addition to all the problems it's going to cause those countries directly involved in it, is going to have a devastating effect on the economy of the world. As badly as we need regime change in Iran, we need regime change in Israel. So, all you guys that threaten to unsubscribe, please do. You know, you can call me a racist. I don't give a fuck. I know I'm not. Matter of fact, the truth is, I'm a better friend to Israel than you are. Thanks for listening.